2.3%. Gets wrapped up in the loan just like with FHA, or you can pay it outright. You can do a down payment on a VA loan, and it changes the amount of your funding fee. That's all it does. And you can be exempt from the funding fee if you have a disability. And I have found that the doctors will give the veterans a disability. Oh, I broke my nail. Disabled. Disabled. Let me fill this paperwork in for you. Right. So a lot of my deals, they be like, wait, let me change this out. And then all of a sudden, I pull a new COE and it says disabled. I be like, thank you, no problem. It's less money you got to have in your loan. All right, USDA loan. Who wants to live in the sticks on the outskirts of Atlanta? Anyone? So you might get a USDA loan. It is a 100% loan. How many people in your household? Just you? How much money you make? You make $100,000 a year. You don't qualify for a VA loan. I'm sorry, for a USDA loan. So USDA loans are based on the number of people in the household and their income. So there's some things though, because I always got a trick up my sleeve. There's some things we can do. You get overtime? Say yes. Say yes. I get overtime. Guess what? We don't have to count your overtime. You make the money, but we don't have to count it. Go with the bit. It's a USDA loan. So let's say you want to go live in Covington, Georgia, right? You want to live in Covington. It's considered a rural area. Guess what? You can get a 100% USDA loan. Is it just you? Yes. Do you make more than $100,000? I do. Well, for one person, $100,000 is too much. Do you get a lot of overtime? I do. How much overtime? About 50% of my income is overtime. Oh, well, guess what? Now you're under the threshold. We're just not going to count your overtime because we're going to do whatever we got to do to get you in this loan because guess what I need? A check. And I can't get you a check if we can't get you a loan. I'm be honest with you. My end goal is to get him out of my house. I can't do that if he can't go to school. He can't go to school if I don't get a check. I don't get a check if you don't get a loan. You don't get a loan if your income too high. So we got to figure out, make sure that you get the house you want. But we're going to use these guidelines to our benefit. And the guidelines say I don't have to count your overtime. And if I don't have to count your overtime, you fit in this category over here to be able to get this USDA loan. And guess what we getting? That's right. That's right. There's a lot to this. I need y'all to take another deep breath. Because guess what? We only been through the financing part. You ain't even been to see a house yet. Okay? Same rules apply. So we've also got other types of loans, folks. We got bank statement loans. Tell your husband, I only need one tax return. We could do a 1-year tax return. So like this year, I'm going to need him to make the whole $200,000 that's on line 1, and then after those, he can amend his taxes. Don't listen to me, though. You need to talk to your tax person because I don't mess up nobody's taxes but my own. Okay, well, then you mess up his taxes. But I only need one tax return. There is a program, but same rules apply. You're probably going to need 15-20% down on one of these programs. They are considered non-qualified mortgages. They do not follow the same guidelines and rules as the government loans. USDA, VA, and FHA are government loans, and then there's the conventional loan. Non-qualified mortgages are still conventional loans. They just don't follow conventional guidelines. So there's some things we can do that you can't do on them other loans. What you got? Nope. Nope. Only reason it would matter is if we're not including him. Because then the underwriter going to give us a hard time. And I don't want to have to go down there. NACA is a good program. You want to buy a house today or you want to buy a house in 2027? Sometimes it takes a while, but it is a good program. You just have to have the patience. And I have a lot of folks that drop out of NACA because they don't have the patience. Yeah, it is. Yep. Mhm. Right. Yep. Right. Yep. Right. Yep. Yep. Go get you. I don't want to pay the money. I don't want to pay the money. I can just they'll pay it. They're not really paying it. It's all included in there. Right. So, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. So we back